Sally blinked several times, the harsh fluorescent lights overhead causing her to squint. The sterile environment of the hospital room seemed more like a setting for a horror film than a place of healing. "Where am I?" she murmured to herself, realizing that, despite the crisp linen on her hospital bed and the smell of disinfectant, the room was empty. Gathering enough courage, she wandered out of the room, her bare feet padding softly against the cold, tiled floor. The halls echoed with silence. "Is anyone there?" Sally's voice bounced off the walls, but was met with no reply. She stumbled into the street, which was as deserted as the hospital. "Is this the apocalypse?" Sally pondered, looking around at the emptiness. Her thoughts were interrupted by a movement ahead. It was a man, walking leisurely, his expression as puzzled as hers. "Hello, sir, please help me," Sally called out. "I woke up in a hospital with no one there. Can you please tell me what's going on?" The man stopped in his tracks, a look of bewilderment spreading across his face. "Can you see me, miss? Are you talking to me?" Sally's confusion grew. "Am I dead?" "I don't know," Mike replied, furrowing his brow in contemplation. "I'm also lost. What's your name?" "Sally," she responded, relief flooding through her as she spoke to another human being, even one as bewildered as herself. They decided to stick together, Sally still clad in her hospital gown, both looking for answers in an empty world. Days turned into weeks, and soon months had passed. Alone but together, they grew accustomed to the quiet streets, the lack of people, and each other's company. They laughed, danced under starlit nights, and eventually, love blossomed between them. In their own empty world, Mike and Sally found solace and joy. What could have been a tragedy became a personal paradise of sorts. But one night, as they rested gazing at the moon and holding hands, Sally awoke suddenly back in that sterile hospital room. Nurses flurried around her, calling doctors and checking vitals on machines. She woke up. The girl who has been in a coma for 6 months woke up. One nurse exclaimed in astonishment. Sally, now back in her reality, felt weak and dazed. "Where's Mike?" she asked repeatedly. "Where is my Mike?" Silence was her only reply. Nurses exchanged confused glances. They knew of no Mike. As Sally lay back in bed, her heart heavy, she wondered if Mike was simply a figment of her imagination, a dream within a coma.